Okay, now story in Halo Reach, I'll just say it right here. I really, really like the story in Halo Reach. Now let me explain it really quick before I say anything else. The story is pretty much a prequel to the original Halo, Combat Evolved. And it's probably set like maybe 2-3 weeks. It says weeks before, but I don't know, 2-3-4 weeks before Halo Combat Evolved starts. So you're pretty much 2 weeks away from Master Chief going, oh, I'm tired, I'm getting up. So yeah, if you've seen Halo, if you played Halo, then you know what I'm talking about. He pretty much goes, oh, I'm tired. Oh, aliens, I'll kill them. Okay. So yeah, you play as Noble Six, who is a new member of Noble Team. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They all have different names. I'm not going to explain it. Noble Six is the only one that doesn't actually have a name, which is weird. Anyway. Noble Six, he just joined Reach Noble Team at the wrong time on the planet Reach, because that is the day that the Covenant pretty much said, you know what, we're taking this planet over. And the whole story is pretty much you trying to save as many like civilians and soldiers and stuff, pretty much kill the Covenant, try to find out how to get them off. And I just think it's a really, really good story. Now, if you know anything about Halo and Halo Reach, then you already know what's going to happen. But I won't spoil it just in case you don't. But yeah, even if you know what happens, it's really cool just to see what happens to some characters and what happens here and see little cameos here and there. It's really, really cool. And I just thought the story overall was really, really nice in Halo Reach. So I really like the story. I do. So let's go on to the sound. Okay, now the sound in Halo Reach overall is fantastic. Let me just say that right now. The sound in this game, the sound effects are fantastic. All the guns sound great. The vehicles sound cool as hell. The aliens, they all sound like aliens, so that's good. And just overall, the sound is fantastic. Let me talk about the voiceovers of the sound. The voiceovers of the sound are really great also. They're fantastical. Let's just say that. Mostly because you don't get really big voice actors this time. I mean, before Halo 3 had freaking like Ron Perlman and other big names in there, and in Halo 2 and Halo 1 you had other names. Like Halo 1, maybe not because they were still new actors, but Halo 2 you got the return of the guy who voiced Master Chief and stuff, so he was pretty big after the first one and stuff. So this one you get pretty much new characters with new voice actors, and they're really good, I have to admit. They're really, really good as their characters. Now, some of the characters might seem a little stereotypical, like you got that big-ass guy, and of course, if he's the big-ass guy there and he's a badass, he has to have a big-ass knife. And of course he has a big-ass knife, and guess what? He has that badass kind of voice. He's like, yeah, I don't give a shit. You know, he has that kind of voice. Well, he doesn't talk like that, but, you know, he's that kind of badass. Of course, he even has a skull on his face, you know, whatever. Well, his mask, whatever. So, you got some stereotypical voice actors, but overall, I still think the voice acting is fantastic. The sound effects are fantastic. Everything in the sound is fantastic. So let's go on to the graphics of the game. Okay, now the graphics in the Halo Reach, I'm going to say it really quick. I actually really love the graphics in this game. The explosions look nice, the vehicles look nice, everything, all the character models I thought looked way better than stuff in Halo 3 and ODST. That's the major problem I had with Halo series. Some of the character models, but the character models in this game, much, much better. They look much, much better. And let's just say, it looks much better, okay? The environments themselves, they look really cool also. I really like the environments. The vehicles, like I said before, look really, really nice. The aliens, you got a whole bunch of different ones. You get a grunt that has armor and stuff. You get some more elites, because we haven't fought those in a little while. So we need more cool elites. And you got some cool ones. I mean, you get some jetpacking ones, which you saw before, but still kind of cool. And just overall, I mean, the graphics are really nice. The effects look cool. The guns look cool. Overall, everything looks really, really nice in Halo Reach. It definitely looks like a 2010 game. Maybe not as good as something maybe like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, but I would say it looks really, really nice for what it is. So overall, I really like the graphics in the game. I would even say they're fantastic. So yeah, let's go on to the gameplay of Halo Reach. Okay, now the gameplay in Halo Reach is, let me just say this. It is awesome. I'm just going to say right here, I love Halo, but really, this is probably some of the best multiplayer out there of all time. Now, let me talk about the single player before I talk about the multiplayer. Now, the single player is really good. It is really fantastic, I have to admit. I couldn't put it down after I started playing it. It was very riveting, had great voiceovers, like I said before, and it was just a lot of fun. but it has nothing on the actual multiplayer. I love the single player, and I loved Halo for its single player more than I love it for its multiplayer. I played the single player in the original Halo more than I played multiplayer, but when it got to online, that's where it all changed. Anyways, I still love the single player. The single player is really good in this game. It's really fun, just overall really, really fantastic. Let me just say that. Now the multiplayer, let me talk about it now. The multiplayer is amazing. It has so many different things. First of all, there's a whole bunch of different things in here that they had in Halo 3 and Halo 3 ODST that they expanded on. First is the Forge. Now you have Forge World, which is a much more improved version of Forge. Forge I liked, but it had a lot of problems. I couldn't make any maps. This time it's going to be much more in-depth, much better. So you can actually make much better maps. And it gave you a whole bunch of different maps just to do this. So pretty much they're saying they might release map packs, but I'm not sure. They're pretty much saying you make your own map, and you can really make your own map. They even made 6 maps from this tools, from all these tools, and they're fantastic maps. So you can definitely do it. You also have Theater, which is pretty sweet. You can make clips of gameplay that you have and just send them to friends and stuff and make screenshots and stuff and just put on your file share. You can also do that with map variants and game variants. You can put them on your file share for your friends to see and download, which is really cool. I really, really like that. And I liked it in Halo 3, so why not in Halo Reach? Come on, it's the new revolution of share your shit with your friends and pretend that you're awesome. So yeah, and let me just talk about the actual matchmaker, where you get the campaign, you get the firefight matchmaking. Firefight's like a horde mode where you just defend the base, kill all the waves, and get as much points as you can. You get a whole bunch of matchmaking, like Team Slayer. You get like Team Slayer, you get to go into the game and pick which kind of game type you want out of them. Like you vote, and that's really cool. I like that much better than Halo 3, where it's just a whole bunch of boring selections, and you always have your choice. I would love to be surprised one day, just like I'm gonna play Team Slayer. Oh my God, that one! I love that game type, and I just like that more. Being surprised like that, that's really sweet. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you play Halo Reach, which a lot of people did, you know what I'm talking about. So just the game is awesome. Let me just say that. Let me say it, the game is awesome. I love the multiplayer so much. I do. I really do. The single player is fantastic too, but the multiplayer is so freaking great. I can't think of anything that's wrong with this game besides maybe the AI for the characters in single player. Not even for the characters themselves, just when they drive. They drive so terribly when they get in vehicles, which is not a big problem because you could just go and drive, but sometimes you have to go on the turret because they suck at turn 2, and you have to make sure you don't die. So definitely bring some friends in there if you're definitely going to try it and beat it on the highest difficulty, because your AI friends aren't going to be very helpful. Overall, I love this game. I can't think of anything else. This is going to be my second perfect 10 out of 10 rating. Sorry, people. I know people are like, oh, come on, man. You just love it so much. And, oh, another 10. It's like, I only did 2 10s out of almost 200 games I reviewed on this channel alone. I didn't even give Halo 3 a 10. I gave it a 9.8 or something. So this improves on what Halo 3 did, and it's just fantastic. So what a way to let this series out. Big bang. Big bang. Even though it's a prequel. Thank you, Bungie, for making it awesome. So there you go. There's my review. It was a little long, but whatever. Thank you, and yeah, I love this game. I'm going to go play right now, so screw you. Anyway, 10 out of 10. I love this freaking game. Is this better than Red Dead Redemption? I'm not sure. We'll have to find out at the end of the year. Thank you, and goodbye.